Okay, Squad Jam 2. Game start. Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another video, and today's video is going to be my review of the latest episode of Sword Art Alternative Gun Gale Online, Episode 7, Second Squad Jam. And I gotta be honest, although there wasn't a whole lot really in this episode, it was still a really good episode, and I legitimately found myself LOLing or laughing out loud every 5 minutes within this episode. But anyway, we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's get on with the actual episode. So the episode begins with Fuka-zaru. She's actually coming to Gun Gale Online for the first time. Now, if you guys haven't watched the series, you will know that she is actually Miyu, Karen's real friend, or real world friend rather, and she's coming to Gun Gale Online to help Lin take down Pito and defeat her. But she hasn't particularly ever played Gun Gale Online. She's played a lot of them in the past, MMORPGs, but she has not played Gun Gale Online. So at first she's a little taken back because when she transfers over, she actually looks identical to Lin. She has kind of like the same format. She goes from a realistic avatar to this kind of cute Chiba-like avatar that people refer to Lin to all the time. But anyway, when she gets there, she asks Lin what she thinks, and Lin just says, "It's really cute, it's really cute." And for the most part, Fuka-zaru, she actually likes her new avatar. Well, with one little exception there, but I'll let the screenshot on the video speak for itself. But anyway, despite that, she's really excited to be here. She's wanting to explore, wanting to look around, and we actually transition to these two, and they're basically spending most of this episode trying to get Fuka-zaru up to speed to get her ready for this new tournament, starting with money. Now, money is a problem because when you transfer over into another game, you can't take your money or your weapons or anything with you. So Fuka-zaru, she's starting at nothing, essentially. She's got like the 1,000 starting credits, and that's it. And Lin doesn't particularly have a whole lot of money either because, of course, as you guys all know, last episode she had to go out and replace Peach-han. So she's a little strapped for money too, and that's when she actually turns to Lin and says, "Now wait a minute here. Why don't you go ask your friend that helped you last time for some financial support?" And Lin's like, And basically Fuka-zaru, she leaves. She tells Lin, "Go ahead, contact him, see if he'll help you out financially," which of course he does. In fact, he actually wires Lin and Fuka-zaru, Goshi, the real life he actually wires these two girls 10,000 credits for the game, like 10,000 credits out of nowhere, not asking for anything in return, and he happily does it because, as you all know, Goshi is trying to have Lin defeat Pito because he loves the real world Pito Hui and doesn't want her to die. So he's basically doing this because he's like, "I want to protect my girl here, and you two are going to be the ones that are going to do it, so yeah, I'll happily give you the money here." So they got the money now, and Fuka-zaru is all excited. She thinks she could buy whatever she wants because they have a, quote, sugar daddy, and we see this go on back in the gun shop when she's looking at these guns here. She's looking at these twin grenade launcher guns that are basically set up like a revolver, and they shoot 6 shots. They shoot grenades instead of bullets. She really loves these things, but they're like 3,000 credits a piece, and Lin's like, "Those are expensive." And Fuka-zaru's like, "Yeah, I know, but don't worry about it. We got a sugar daddy taking care of us." And she buys both of them. She buys all the ammunition that they got and everything else. She spends a whole boatload of money just thinking M's going to give them more eventually. But anyway, that whole point aside, we see these girls, they go out to the desert and they actually start working on exercising as a team, trying to get the feel for one another for when this tournament comes up. And basically during this whole time, Fuka-zaru realizes that pretty much all she's going to be good for is to provide cover fire for Lin. So Lin's going to have to be the one that's going to have to get up close and personal, and Fuka-zaru, she's going to have to be the one that hangs back and just gives support fire from cover a certain distance away. So this is the strategy these two are going to go in with, and it's kind of similar to what Lin and M worked with the last time around. But anyway, that's basically their strategy for this. So after they've trained, they log out, they agree that they're going to come back here when Squad Jam 2 starts, and we actually, before we see them log out, we see them review the rules, we see them do a couple of other little things, they sit there, they have a meal, and basically Fuka-zaru's like, don't thank me yet, because you gotta owe me. You're gonna owe me once this is over. So her help is not coming without a cost, and Lin's like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to pay this cost, because basically what Fuka-zaru wants Lin to do is, when they're back in the real world after they defeat Pito, she wants Karen to buy her and, of course, Miyu tickets to the best ticket she can find to the next Elsa concert. And Lin's like, I can't do that. But anyway, that's all over. These two girls, they return home because during the preliminaries, as you guys remember, the teams that got in the qualifier the last time don't have to participate in this. So not needing to participate in the preliminary tournament, they log out, they get to relax a little bit. So we're back in the real world, and everybody is basically strategizing in the real world what they're going to do in the game. We see the real life Amazon girls led by Saki. She's basically saying, look, Lin is the enemy here, because as they're talking, they don't know Lin's going to enter the tournament. Right now, they're just focusing on M. And then as they're talking, they actually get confirmation that Lin will be in the tournament along with another player in Team LF. So basically, Saki's like, I wonder what convinced her to change her mind, but instructs her entire team not to contact Karen, not to talk to her until after this tournament's over, because now she's the enemy. We then transition back to the game, and we see all these other teams that Team LM, Lin and M, defeated earlier in the first Squad Jam, and they're all saying, we're going to go after Lin, we're going to get revenge, we're going to go after M, we're going to kill him, we're going to get revenge for the last time. Nobody is going to stand in our way. And that's pretty much the whole episode. At the end of the episode, we do transition back. We're getting ready to start the tournament. Lin shows up on time, but Miyu actually eats too much ice cream and then she gets sick. So they almost miss entering the contest overall because we're in the saloon here. All the teams are converging. We see the Amazons. We see the team that M single-handedly defeated with his sniper skills last time around. And we also see the team that Pito and M have formed, and they're basically working, M and Pito and four other guys who are completely masked out. We have no idea who they are. I'm presuming that they are probably the people from the first Squad Jam tournament, or not the first Squad Jam tournament, the first BOB tournament. At least that's a presumption everybody's making because they're hiding their faces. Of course, I've also seen things on Twitter that said these guys could possibly be the pro team from the first time, but I don't see that happening. Anyway, regardless of who this team is, or these guys behind the masks are, this is the team that they're going to have to go up against. And we see this whole thing progress, and they're like, hey, where's the Desert Pink Munchkin? She was supposed to participate, and she's not here. And everybody's really concerned about this, especially the Amazon team, because they are banking on Lin being there. They want to kill her. They want to get revenge on her. And just before the tournament starts, like literally 10 seconds out from getting teleported out, Lin comes bursting through the door along with Fuka-zaru. They're both there. They just barely made it because Fuka-zaru is basically getting sick in the real world, and she had to take care of some urgent business before she came to Gale Online. I'm just going to leave it at that. So anyway, these two girls are here. We see a brief interaction between Lin and Pito, and what's interesting about this is that Lin actually brings up the promise that she made with Pito, and Pito's like, I don't really know what you're talking about, but sure, whatever. And they're getting ready to start, and now they're enemies. They don't even have time to talk. But that's when the tournament actually gets underway. And like I said, that's pretty much the episode. The end of the episode, we're actually seeing Fuka-zaru and Lin. They're getting ready. They're gearing out. It's basically what Lin and M did right before the start of the first Squad Jam. And like I said, that's pretty much the episode. So yeah, overall, like I said, not a whole lot in this episode, but it was some good laugh out loud moments. Like I said, I was laughing out loud about every 5 minutes in this episode. But yeah, that's something I kind of missed. You know, GGO, the alternative Gun Gale Online anime, hasn't had that yet recently as far as I can remember, but oh well, maybe we'll get a little bit more of that. Miyu and Fuka-zaru, they're both very interesting characters, and they bring a lot of humor to the story, I must say. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about the episode. Oh, doi. I can't believe I forgot this. we actually learned what the real reason behind Pito is, or her name is, rather. And the team that M defeated with his sniper skills actually tells the tale. Their leader does. He says, I actually worked with Pito as a team once at the start of Gale Online. She's crazy. She does not stoop so low as to use her comrades for shields. Her allies are just as much enemies as her enemies. She will kill everybody. This woman is trouble. She's suicide waiting to happen. And that's why no team will ever work with Pito. And that's why we always see Pito as a loner. But, yeah, he also does mention the name Pito, because Pito is actually the name of a poisonous bird, and basically what this bird is, it's from New Guinea, and the Pito, which is a real-life bird, will actually poison you if you come anywhere near it, so the name's kind of fitting to Pito. But yeah, that was really the only serious part that was in this episode, really, other than maybe the promise between Lin and M being brought up, and Pito's just like, whatever. But anyway, all those points aside, I digress. Like I said before, not a whole lot in this episode, but it was really one of those episodes where I was laughing out loud literally every 5 minutes. But overall, I give this episode... Actually, I'm going to lean more towards an 8 out of 10. Not a great episode, but not a bad episode. It was just one of those good episodes where you're laughing a lot. And if you like those, by all means, check this episode out. But... anyway, before I ramble on too much longer, like I said, those were my thoughts on the episode. But as always, in the comments section down below, let me know what you guys thought of this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just there? What were your thoughts? Just let me know what your guys' thoughts are about the episode. Who do you think's going to win between Lin and Pito? What teams do you think they're going to go up against first? Just let me know what your guys' thoughts are, along with any predictions you have for the second Squad Jam in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. All right, everyone, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.